Howdy Doody, and good morning, and welcome back to the channel. Excuse me, as you can probably hear, a lot of water coming down. Basically because it's absolutely banged it down for the last few days. I'm in the deepest Yorkshire Dales at the moment, and the reason I'm here on a nice clagging, moody day like this is because running water, waterfalls. I'm just going to turn you around. This is why. It's basically, this is going to be probably the first composition. So, that is why we're here. So today's vlog is going to be all about the waterfalls. So yeah, there's not just this one here. There's another one, which I vlogged at the very start of this channel. Probably my second or third vlog in. But the water today is horrendous. I mean, this cloud coming in, it is raining again. So yeah, looking around here, there's water coming out of all the nooks and crannies and everything. So yeah, it's going to be a fair flowing into this. So once it gets set up, I'll come back to you because I'm not going to need any ND filters today. Might just need the polarizer, and that's going to be it. So I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, peeps, are you going to be able to hear me all right with all this noise, this water? But composition wise, I've got to start with the first one. Like I mentioned earlier, I have got it just with this little swirl in the corner. The fall's leading you up to this fall that's hitting the rock and splashing all over. But yeah, I've got this rock on the left hand side as well. I'm a bit further back than what I expected to be. Even though I've got it on the wide angle, I'm bang on 16mm. Just because I wanted that tree at the top. So what I'll do, I'm on a quarter of a second, F13, try and get the shutter speed of quarter of a second. So, but what I'll do, I'll put this first one up, and I'm going to try and work this a little bit more. I'm going to take the sky out of it as well, and just crop in a little bit more on it. There, as you can see, bring it down here. I'm now in the water, but I'm looking straight just up here. Obviously, I am trying to get this falling just here on a vertical. So it is. Let me see where I can put you. It's proving a bit tricky. Obviously, with the water coming down, it's a case of get your shutter speed and all that set correctly what you want. Right, shoot. I am on quarter of a second at the minute. It's getting a nice milky texture to it. And this fall down here is just splashing straight up in front of the camera. So yeah, it's getting a nice bit of foreground. You've got the fall in the background, but the spray that's coming off is unbelievable. And obviously you can hear that water coming down. So I'm hoping you can hear me with this. But yeah, it really is crashing down. So what I have got an idea of, obviously I've got this bright yellow jacket on. I'm going to try and get on that corner of the waterfall on a landscape view so you can see the curve of this. But yeah, I think that could be quite interesting. So anyway, I've got this one on next to you. I've only got the polarizer on, just starting down the foreground a touch. Yeah, it's just easing that shutter speed. Also the sky is matte. We've got a lot of bland colour down there, so I'll get a couple more around here, but for the time being I'll bob this one on here. Right then peeps, I think I've got the images I wanted from this one here, so I'm going to take it down to the next one, which I think this one was nice. The other one is, oh, boom. For a place in the Yorkshire Dales where this only happens after severe heavy rain, you've got two fantastic waterfalls within 5-10 minutes walk of each other. So I'll put the last image on from here and let's go see the other ones. Right then peeps, as you can see we've made it up to the next one. A nice lovely 4-tier waterfall. So we get some of a couple of compositions, but I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to try and get a little cascade in the foreground, just so it brings you down, and so I can get that tree in the top then. I know the sky is absolutely black, because it is this fine rain that's absolutely getting me piss wet through. So I'm going to get some of the composition, and then I'll come back to you. When I find a little cascade or something like that with little fingers coming over, you know me with waterfalls, I like to get down low, get something in the foreground that leads up, rather than just taking a nice sweep all the way around, which I've done before. So if you want to see the first video I did here, when I brought my daughter with me, I'll link that up here now. But yeah, but for the time being, let me get up with the composition. Right then peeps, I think I've got one so far. I've got the cloth on at the minute, just because this fine rain is getting absolutely everywhere. Let me just look at the movie a minute. Yeah, it's getting absolutely everywhere. But I've got these little fingers on this little rock here, vertical orientation, and it leads you straight onto the 4 tiers going all the way up. And that tree, I will do, well no, I'll just keep it out version if I want that tree in. That tree just adds something to it. But these fingers on the foreground, like I say, I'm quite close, so I might even have to do a photo stack. So what I'll do, I'll bob this one up now for you, because we're going to go up and see what else we can get. Right then peeps, as you can see we've made it up to the middle part of this waterfall. I'm going to get started with the composition just to take into account this little fall here. I am going to try and put myself in it on this left hand side as well, just to give it that little bit of scale. So yeah, settings wise, I'm now on F14. I've had to up the ISO to ISO 200 because it is getting really claggy at the minute. So I'm going to get this shot now, we'll put myself in it, and then I've seen another one that I'll talk you through. But yeah, let me just set this going, take all the cloths and everything off, just get the shutter speed, everything, make sure it's right. I've got it on the 5-second time now. Give it a quick wipe because this is awful. Quickly run over here, do a little pause, wait the 5 seconds, and hopefully, if I don't fall in, you'll see this one next. So yeah, good job I've got wellies on today, innit? So yeah, I'll bob this one up, and then I'll talk you through this other one that I've spotted down here, which could be quite nice. Right then peeps, I've got quite low for this one again, because this little angle here, coming off with the fingers, like I said down there, what you're looking for with fingers, so I've got a vertical orientation. I'm on about short of, what, 17, 18 mil, just because I want to try and cut a bit of that sky out with it being bland. But also what I emphasise, this leads up onto the fall. So yeah, could be my last one, because I am absolute, as you can see, I'm absolutely, it's wet through. The camera's wet, everything's getting wet. So, yeah. But what I'll do, I'll end with this one. I've seen another one that I'll try and get. So I'll bob these on now for the final images. And again, just using the polarizer, with it being dark and dingy around here, especially today, just using the polarizer, take the hint of the glare off, and it's just getting that shutter speed right. All these run a little bit, roughly a quarter of a second, just because of the flow, giving you a nice silky texture to it, nice ethereal look. Obviously shutter speed up between F13 and F16 today, just again getting that shutter speed, and now I've come up, I'm on ISO 200, just so I need to keep it the image right, keep it bright enough, and just so I can pull the detail out without blowing anything out. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll end with all these final images. If you've enjoyed this little photo adventure with the waterfalls and stuff, give us the all thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and yeah, I'll leave you with the final images. Thanks a lot. See you on the next one.
Sorry if you say it first, but you're holding your tongue and I'm watching my words. I'll sit back if you step in close. Here I am, it's not again, wondering, worrying, am I still the one that you think about the most? Think about, think about. Always thinking about you. You're wearing me out thin. Till I still you do that speaking. I feel you now, our bodies close. You and I were laying down, messing around. Tell me now, am I still the one that you think about the most? Think about, think about.
You thought I'd gone. On my way back, come across this little scene. I found somewhere to park. There's nowhere normally to park around here. Anyway, I found a little spot to park. I've come back to it. I'll show you why. This is the scene. You've got this old oak tree leaning over. You've got the nice babbling brook coming down. And this old barn with all the mossy walls and everything. Composition wise, let me take you off this tripod. I'll bang you through the camera. That is roughly the composition there. So we've got this brook coming up with a cascade. It's got the edge of the water just in here, the edge of the banking. All because up here there's a tree. I've made sure the corner is cutting into the mist above it. I didn't want to cut into that tree, which is roughly around about there. So that's why I've got this composition here. And it does make you wonder, because all this leads you up. You've got the barn anchoring the right hand side of the mossy wall. You've got this tree leading you back in. You've also got another fall round about there somewhere. So yeah, a nice one to finish off the day. So what I'll do, I'll end with this one. I said all my goodbyes, so yeah, enjoy the final image.
Got your hands up.